Hi guys, how are you going? And welcome to Crazy Cracker Plans. You're here for another plan with me, and we're planning my March monthly in my catch-all, and I'll be using a few different of the Mambi sticker books, and I'm going with an autumn theme, so I'll be using the pumpkins and the leaves and everything. Plus I've pulled a whole bunch more from some other books as well. So if you're interested to see what I do, definitely stay tuned.
Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make.
So I'm pretty excited for March to begin because I found out late, but I found out that I've been accepted into university. It's official. I'll be studying my Bachelor of Education this year. So I will be starting to do Plan With Me's involving my student planner from now on as well, because I will be needing to keep track of all of my uni stuff as well. So I'm just putting down some green strips here out of a sticker book. I think it's the American Crafts sticker book. There's a few different ones. And I also added in the little cash money boxes and the little payday stickers on top, because those are the days that I'm getting paid. And I didn't realize until late that I get paid 3 times this month. So I do need to put another sticker down in there. And then I'm putting these orange ones down on Sunday, and they'll be for church. So I'm putting those ones in. I'm mainly going with the green and the brown and the orange sort of tones with a little bit of red and yellow as well, for just to get that nice sort of autumn feel. It's kind of annoying because it's got the blue at the top there, but that's okay. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to worry about it at all. And I've put down a sticker that says birthday, and then I've also got another one that says appointment, and that's for my dentist appointment. So I put a little tooth in red up there, and then I put a meeting sticker down because I have a meeting that I need to go to, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it or not, but I'm putting it down just in case I forget. And then obviously it's St. Patrick's Day on the 17th, so I'm putting that down. And I'm putting a fall sticker on Monday because it is the first day of autumn on the 1st of March. So that's really cool. I love autumn. I love the different color changing of the leaves and everything. So I enjoy just seeing all the different colors. It's so beautiful. And this is from one of the big Mambi sticker books, but I'm just cutting it down so it'll fit in the side, because I don't have any other themed autumn stuff or colored ones that would fit in the sidebar. So I really want to use this one, so I'm just cutting it down so it'll fit, and it only just fits, but it works, so I'm okay with that. So I'm just sticking that down there, and like I said, it only just fits, and I'm just deciding if I want it all the way down the bottom or up a bit further. And I don't really know what I'm going to use that for. I haven't actually decided, but I just wanted a sidebar thing in this month. It just seemed like it would work. And then no wastage here, using the orange that was on the other side of that box that I cut off, and just going to be sticking it up the top there to put a bit more color into the page, and just because I hate wasting stickers. So I just moved that tooth out of the way so I could put it down and then put it back on top again. And then busy seeing what else I've got. I haven't planned it out. I'm just sort of planning it as I go. But I just pulled a bunch of different stickers, so I had lots of different colours. So this is actually a sticker deco sheet from Status Paper Co. And it was from her autumn kit that she had. She had an autumn kit come out, and this was leftovers from that. I did already use the actual, like, it came with a weekly kit as well, but I did already use that last year, but I saved the deco kit and the boxes to use at a later date, and I thought that they would just go really cute with this spread. They would match, so I've used a bunch of those and the boxes in here as well. Now I'm just taking off this birthday sticker and moving it because I realized I was thinking of the wrong child. I put it on the 18th thinking it was my daughter's birthday, but hers is the 18th of May and my son's is the 21st of March, and it's his birthday that is this month. So I had to move it so that it was on the right day. And then just putting one of those boxes down from Status Paper Co. and putting the birthday thing on top of that. And then putting some more boxes in, one for the appointment, and I sprinkle a few more around to the different things. I've left the International Women's Day written on there, but I do end up whiting out the spring begins because that's for American calendars, and obviously we're just starting autumn, not spring, so having to get rid of that one. And I love this sticker. It says, be the very best version of you. And I just like that it had those oranges and yellows, and it just looked really nice to fill that space. So I was going to stick it down, but then I realized it's going to show through. So I'm going to white out the words first and then put the sticker over the top. So now that will go down much better and you won't be able to see any words coming through. It's amazing how good that whiteout tape is. Like, I don't love that it's always using plastic and stuff when you use them. I'm not 100% happy about that, but I just love it so much because of how good it is and how easy it is to use in the planners that I'm just going to have to use that for now until I can find something else that would be a better choice. And then I'm just putting best day down on International Women's Day because naturally it's a good day. And then just adding some more of the 4-leaf clovers to the St. Patrick's Day. But you will notice later on that I end up moving them a little bit because I end up putting something else there as well. So I do move stuff around a little. And this is from the Mamby sticker book, and it's just some autumn leaves and things. And then I realized that I put it over the top of Saturday, so I try and move it so that it's not hitting on the actual thing. And boy, these stickers were sticking really good today, like massively so, to the point that I was scared they were going to rip the page when I pulled them back off again because they had so much sticky. So next time I'm going to bring out some greaseproof paper and I'm going to use that to stick the stickers on a bit first to take away some of that sticky. So I've just chopped off a little bit of that sticker so that it sat neatly against the orange line and didn't go over the top of Saturday. And then I've got another little one that I'm putting down there on the 30th. Sorry if you can hear the kids in the background. They're just playing a game together, and it's a board game, so I'm really happy about it. But it's just a noisy, fun game. So if you do hear them, that is the reason why. And then just putting some little cute toadstools around. Deciding where I want them. Because I didn't pre-plan, it just means that I hold stickers over where I'm going to stick them, and I may move them and I may change my idea as I'm going because I didn't plan exactly how I wanted it to fit. I just know that I want it smack bang full of autumn themed stickers, but so that it's still usable so that I can put everything in it that needs to go in it. Because I do definitely, not all the time, but I do very much fill up my monthlies with all the different things that are coming up and writing them in. Because if I just put them in the weeklies, I tend to forget sometimes. But if I mark them in my monthly as well, then I make sure that it gets into the thing. Excuse me, that was a yawn. Why was that a yawn? I was up until 2 a.m. last night. That would be why. Granted, it wasn't that I was having trouble sleeping, which I do tend to have sometimes. It was actually because I got into the whole WandaVision thing on Netflix, and I was like, it only had 9 episodes, so I may as well watch them in one go. So I just kept watching them into the night and then into the morning until I watched them all. And that's why I'm now tired today, but that's okay. So I'm putting a bunch of these cute little autumn leaves down, and the majority of these are either from the American Craft sticker book, the seasonal one, or from the, I think it's the memory keeping one from Mamby. So I'm starting to fill it up a bit more. I'm really liking how this is coming along. I really am bugged a bit by the blue, but I'm just trying to tell myself that that is the sky and the clouds above all of this other autumny stuff. So I'm telling myself that that is okay. Sometimes the color really does bother me, but it's not very often. Like usually I can be fine about it and it doesn't get me too much. Okay, so I added those pine cones in between, and that was mainly to split up that sidebar because it just looked like such a white space. So I thought if I put the pine cones in between, then basically I can split it up so I've got two different sections, the top half and the bottom half. So then I'm putting down some more leaves. I'm trying to add some autumny sort of stuff up in that top bit, just to take away from the blue a little bit. So I added a tree, and I really like that because that does then make it look like the sky up the top, which is really nice. And then I'm just trying to think of some things that I can put over the side there next to March. So I'm bringing in the pumpkin spice lattes now. Don't actually like lattes very much. They have to be like really good coffee if I'm going to have one. I don't drink coffee very often, but when I do, I'm definitely a major coffee snob, and it has to be really good tasting coffee or I just don't drink it because, yeah, I only like the really nice, really, really good coffee. So I've stuck that pumpkin over the top of the notes, and it doesn't bother me that I can still see the notes because it sort of talks about what's going to be in those two sidebar things anyway, so it's not a problem. And then I'm just chucking a leaf up the top there. I think that looks really nice, blowing in the wind. I think I put a few coming from like the tree and just generally floating above the top there, which to me makes it seem like the sky and the breeze blowing them about. So I really like them up the top, and I feel that that helps to take away a little bit from the blue. It would be helpful if it didn't have that extra dark blue and it was just the lighter blue, but it doesn't matter. I don't mind. I can't be bothered covering up colours very often unless it's one I really, really, really badly want to make sure it doesn't have it. Otherwise, yeah, nah. And I've been loving the metal rings too. I don't know if you've been watching my channel for a little while, but if you have, you know that I was having a lot of trouble with the metal rings, but I have definitely warmed up to them now, and I am in love with these metal expander rings, and they are now very much my favourite. And I actually found that the only things that weren't turning really smoothly on it were the plastic divider things. And I ended up just chopping where the metal goes into, where it clicks in. I ended up chopping just a tiny bit off of each one. And then they now move really smoothly and really easily because they've got that little bit more space. So I think the plastic hadn't been cut enough and they were just a little bit too tight. Well, that's what I think anyway. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. So I'm just adding a couple more leaves in there next to the pine cones just to fill that little space and fully separate that box. And then I'm bringing in some little boxes up the top. I want one on the Saturday there because I've got something to put in there. So I'm putting a box down. And then I'm trying to remember as I go what other things that I've got on for the month. But I will look at my other stuff later and put everything in. But for now, I'm just sort of going off of memory of what I do have coming up on those given days. These boxes were from the Memory Keeping Mambi sticker book. So I did have to trim them a little bit because they were sized to fit the big planner, but all I had to do was chop off the triangle-y bit that makes it look like a flag. So I just chopped that off so it would fit because I really liked the colours and felt that they went with what I was doing. And I couldn't really find any other boxes that I really liked that went with it as much as those ones. So I was just cutting them down. And I got a different pair of scissors. I don't know if you've been, these are just cheapo ones from Kmart, and they cut so much better than the other scissors that I was using before, which cost a lot more than the ones from Kmart. So yes, finally got myself a new pair of scissors and didn't have to pay very much for them. So that's very good. So I just put a couple, move those leaves so that I could put the other box there. Oh, that's right. For the Saturdays, that's Matthew's fire duty, because he's got to do some filling up of the truck and driving it around and stuff on the weekends to make sure that it's going good. So that's what he'll be doing on the Fridays. And then I put an I Love Fall sticker up there in the top corner just to finish that off. And then now here's where I noticed that I needed another payday. So I've just grabbed another green sticker box, moving it down a little because it was over the top of the 30. And then I'll be bringing in another cash envelope thingy and another payday circle as well, just to finish that box off so it's the same as the others. There we go. So I'm just putting those down. And then I'm pretty sure I'm almost done. Other than that, I just need to write all the different things down and try and think of anything else that I may have forgotten. And then I always fill it in as I go. But I'll be putting all those different bits and pieces and writing stuff in there. But yeah, I think this is just about it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this plan with me. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to comment something down below, because I love chatting to you guys in the comment section. And definitely stay tuned for my other videos, because there'll be lots more coming. And don't forget, guys, do remember to keep on planning. Bye!